All businesses originate from a common starting point, an idea. The trajectory of that idea determines the success of a business. Entrepreneur magazine reports that almost half of all new startups face failure within the initial 3 years. Navigating the challenges at the outset of a business venture is formidable. At the core, an idea, regardless of its brilliance, must be coupled with entrepreneurial spirit, characterized by a readiness to embrace risk. The absence of entrepreneurial spirit could mean a fantastic idea remains unrealized. However, not all ideas are created equal. A prudent entrepreneur wouldn't hastily bring a product to market without thorough contemplation, research, and meticulous planning. While risk is inherent in business endeavors, triumphant entrepreneurs are not only willing to take risks, but are also adept at managing them. Initiating an idea marks the initial stride. However, the subsequent challenge lies in securing finances. While some startups demand minimal capital, a handful require none. Nevertheless, a considerable number necessitate substantial financial support, prompting most to explore funding avenues during the growth phase. Convincing financial backers of the concept's validity and demonstrating the skills to translate it into a prosperous business become imperative for the entrepreneur. Profitability is a key factor. An ostensibly promising idea on paper may falter when put into practice. Evaluating an idea's potential entails scrutinizing the competition and the relevant market. Understanding the landscape involves identifying competitors vying for customers' time and money, whether they offer similar products or viable substitutes. Market perception of competitors and the market's size are critical considerations. Given the increasingly global, saturated, and competitive nature of most markets, finding a profitable niche is a rarity. Successful companies typically adopt a differentiation strategy, showcasing to customers that they offer something unique or emotionally compelling, known as a unique or emotional selling proposition, USP or ESP. This endeavor to stand out manifests in various forms across industries. Whether in the bookstore with books employing design, style, or size, to distinguish themselves, or in the business realm, where companies strive to differentiate in every stage of production, the goal remains the same. Gaining a competitive edge often hinges on either being the first in a new market niche or distinguishing oneself from competitors. For instance, eBay's dominance in the online auction market since 1995 resulted from being the first entrant, while Volvo identified and capitalized on the luxury bus sales opportunity in India before others. On the contrary, Facebook wasn't the inaugural social network, yet it outshone competitors by offering a superior product. The sustained viability of a business hinges on its ability to continually reinvent and adapt, ensuring it stays ahead of the competition. In dynamic markets, characterized by constant growth and evolution, the foundational idea upon which a company was established may lose relevance over time, with rivals likely to emulate it. The business environment is seldom static. Rather, companies function within ecosystems that are in a perpetual state of change. They are akin to living organisms that must evolve to survive. In their 2013 book, Reinventing Giants, Bill Fisher, Umberto Lago, and Fang Liu highlighted how the Chinese home appliances company Haier successfully reinvented itself multiple times over the past 30 years. In contrast, Kodak, a 20th century American giant, failed to adapt promptly to the emergence of digital photography, leading to its bankruptcy. Furthermore, just as the business must adapt, so must its owner. Many businesses start small and remain so, because few entrepreneurs are either willing or equipped to take the next step of hiring individuals who aren't family or close friends. This marks the transition from entrepreneur to leader and necessitates the acquisition of new skills, as increased demands are placed on the founders. While energy, ideas, and passion might have sufficed initially, businesses in evolution require the establishment of formal systems, procedures, and processes. In essence, they demand effective management. Founders must develop skills in delegation, communication, and coordination, or bring in individuals who possess these skills. Larry Greiner's 1972 paper, Evolution and Revolution as Organizations Grow, highlights that as a business expands, its requirements undergo a transformation. The Greiner curve illustrates that the initial stages of growth rely on individual initiative, and sustainable and successful growth can only be achieved through experienced individuals and rigorous systems. In the evolution of a business, professional management becomes indispensable, replacing the entrepreneurial spirit. While some leaders, such as Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, successfully navigate the transition from entrepreneurial founder to corporate leader, many others grapple with making the necessary changes. Some attempt and fall short, while others consciously choose to remain in a smaller scale. The journey from entrepreneurship to effective leadership is a dynamic process, requiring adaptability and a willingness to embrace new skills and structures for long-term success. Deciding the pace of growth is a delicate equilibrium shaped by the founder's abilities and aspirations. To endure, the concept must possess sufficient uniqueness to carve out its distinct niche, and those championing it must exhibit entrepreneurial vigor. Flexibility is essential, both in adapting the idea and in personal evolution, to meet the evolving demands of business and market dynamics. While luck may contribute, the interplay of these factors ultimately decides whether a modest startup evolves into a colossal success.